Oh, I've got my mic on. Hello. I didn't realise my mic was open. Nobody told me. So what's going on at the moment is I'm waiting for FarmSim to actually load. I know that I took a thumbnail, but I forgot to enable courseplay when I was taking the thumbnail. And I'm waiting for the game to load, and I think it might have crashed. So I'm just reloading the log file consistently. And it seems like courseplay is having a bit of a hang-up at the moment, for some reason. As things are good, right? How are things with you? I'm really quite concerned by FarmSim just hanging up like this. Passed your exam today? Very good. Good to hear, Irish. Hello, Hayden, SRF, Ryan, Liam, Irish, Pierre, David, Paul, Dominic, and Alexander. So that everybody gets a bit of a shout out. Okay, good news, the game hasn't in fact crashed. Let's get in to this. Hey, let's get in game. Yes. Yes. He's detected it as of being a first time as in courseplay. Oh, I maybe should have saved before I... did anything like before I went out again. There we go. Everything is back to normal. I did get that comment, but I don't think that's a major issue. Paul, I did see your comment. Same what I'm doing with starting in the States. Fair enough, Hayden. I don't know if you saw my comment in the Plains room in Discord, but Greenland is an ocean in X-Plane 11, which is kind of comical. I've heard about Air Ireland. I saw somebody saying that it might be released later on today, which is pretty cool. How do I like the BioBales? I really like it. I feel like it's a bit... it can be a bit janky in trying to sell the BioBales, but I like the baler itself. So the content. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I was at 60 FPS, Hayden. In X-Plane 10 there is actually terrain there. It's just X-Plane 11. I actually looked it up last night because I was very confused by an aircraft carrier being in the middle of Greenland. It was done in X-Plane 11 to save disk space because they wanted to have space available on the DVD. And having terrain in Greenland wouldn't allow that, which kind of sucks. Because half the fun of flying over Greenland is trying to not die with the ice cap. So you might have noticed... Is YouTube my only job at the moment? Yeah, Ryan. You might have noticed I'm not on Oakfield today. That is because Oakfield is tested. On screen I saw, do you think it'll be a bunch of islands? No, it'll be one just giant landmass, but very mountainous. The reason I'm not on Oakfield today is because Oakfield's tested. We've got all the testing that needs to be done. Oxy is now, today I believe, working on the final version with multi-terrain angle and stuff. And after that, we're pretty much free to do what we wish with it. Let's get this lowered. and just shove this bit. This bale just doesn't want to be nice to me, does it? That one bale. Hey, gaming guitar guy. As it says to when I think it'll be out. I would presume he wants us to do a second round of testing just on stuff that he's tweaked. And if he sends it to Giants this evening, it should be like 12 days until it's tested, according to the Giants list. Which I think Chris did an amazing thing there, which is very simple and very effective in that you just put in a time frame between for like what to expect if you upload a mod today. It'll be tested in about 11 days. Is this Marwell Manor Farm? Yes. Meadow Grove is on the testing list, very nice. Hopefully it doesn't fail again. I think Nathan's expecting another fail, but hopefully not. We can live in hope that Nathan or the Meadow Grove won't fail again. Because as comical as it is for me to only play Oxy maps, I do want to get onto other maps as well. And I've got Meadow Grove kind of earmarked for a series. I also want to address a misconception that some of you guys have about me. Some of you guys seem to think that I don't like Air Ireland. No, I do. I really actually do. The thing is it's a freaking huge map that's not suited to single player in my eyes. Definitely not for YouTube. So when Air Ireland's out, if it does in fact come out today, it's going up on the server and I'll rejig the entire server to suit it. Because I did see somebody in Discord saying, oh, Dave doesn't like Air Ireland. No, I really do. It's just not a map that's suited to single player. I have no issue saying, like, it's just not suited to... Number one, my playstyle in single player. Number two, single player in general. Because it is a 6x. Let's get you out of the way there, Bale. You should Bullet Bill's maps to come back. They ain't coming back.
Hello, Dave.
That sucks. I cannot see who's just subscribed. One moment. The Gaming Guitar Guy, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I don't see Bullet Bill coming back to modding. At all. Not public modding anyway. He's really unhappy with FS19 for some reason. And, you know, it sucks, but that's his prerogative. He's allowed to not like a game. Hey, Brendan. Highly doubt he'll be back. Yeah. Do I miss FS17? Not really. I got... I mean, that's true, Matt, but... You know, each to their own. It's your own personal decision whether you like a game or not. And frankly, the one thing that irks me is when people just start whining about the game. It's like, well, if you don't like it, don't play it and don't make a comment. Just let the people who do enjoy it. I don't see the point in the people. And, you know, there've been a couple of bans because of this, who just come into streams and start whining about FS19. It's like, don't play it. Why are you watching a stream if you don't like the game? I know Matt watches just to troll... Oh, crap. Just to troll people. It's better than 17, but it's not the game you want to be. You don't like the new placeables are terrible. Like, I'm not going to try and claim the new placeable system is good. That is atrocious. That needs a major overhaul. The graphics in usually the graphics in Nature is a bit more fine-tuned. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that could be improved. There's always going to be stuff that could be improved, but I think it's a massive step up over 17. And Giants, I think, promised more than they could deliver. Because if you remember, deers were promised and they just kind of disappeared silently. But, I mean, a lot of the issues at 19, honestly, are just down to Giants trying to deal with the major graphics overhaul they gave it. Hey, Steve. That's my own personal opinion. Is like a lot of the issues that people see with 19 are kind of more graphically based and down to the graphics overhaul. Like people thinking that the lighting system is wrong and stuff. It's Giants getting used to the new graphic system and the way that it works, and you know, it is going to need fine tuning. Did they do that? I don't recall them doing that, Matt. New channel Discord. I have not created it yet. NM. MS21 beta. Pretty sure you saw that stuff like that in Discord. I wouldn't be too surprised if they were removed because they were bad for FPS. People are looking for it. Irish, did you watch the previous streams at all? Because one of the major things that people were demanding was hazard lights on console. Which is a really silly thing to be demanding over... Like, so much you could demand on console. Hazard lights is not near the top of the list for me. Like, if I was a console player for Farm Sim, hazard lights would be down near the bottom, because that's just a frivolous, silly thing. I'd be wanting scripts. I'd be wanting Giants to, you know, face up with Sony Microsoft and say, we want, you know, the joy of the game is the scripts. And you're not allowing this. Could you please allow this, and we will vet very carefully every single script that goes through. See you, Gaming Guitar Guy. Sorry that I'm not reading all your messages. I think that might be why you're going. But, you know, chat does get a bit busy when we have these conversations. Why hazard lights? Like, I get that it'd be nice to have them on console, but there's so much more I'd want ahead of hazards. Deformable terrain's what you'd look for. Others, John, there's so many reasons, and that deformable terrain is not feasible at the moment in Farm Sim, that Giants could literally list a different reason every day and that we'd be going for a couple of years. Your PC never used hazards. I very rarely use them. I use them usually as a joke. When I'm doing Disco Tractor, like, what's the button? Nope, this, and then... I can't even remember the key combos for this. I turned off that. No, I didn't turn off the hazards. There we go, Disco Tractor. That's all I usually use the hazards for. Is Nightbot broken? No? Hey, Oxy! How you doing today, dude? I got your message in Discord earlier. Nice to take a bit of a break from the map so people don't get burnt out for the time being. I maybe should come in with the round bed stacker and deal with this nonsense. Because all I'm succeeding in doing is running over bales that I've already made. Yeah, I think that's... Steam is down for you at the moment, so can't test MTA. Oh dear. That's... that's not good. Do I have something nearby at all? No, I don't. Right, Deutz, come on. You're going for an adventure, little boy. Not working for Nandy either? I mean, this is going out a bit of a limb. If you wanted, you could send it to me and I could... Steam's working for me. I could, in theory, test it live. But that might not be the greatest of ideas. If you want to test it like right now, I could test it right now. Because, like, I know a trick to get the game to reload without even needing Steam. Steam's not working for a lot of people. Not sure if it'll work. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, if it doesn't work and I test it live and it doesn't work, just for argument's sake, you'll then at least know it doesn't work. Hayden has been playing a lot of 17 because 19 doesn't work on his MacBook, so he's a big fan of the 17 maps, Oxy. Actually, Hayden, have you tried Thornton? Seems working states. It's working here. It's working in Ireland. It's working in Ireland and in the US. Have you tried rebooting it then, turning it off and on again? I now feel lucky that I managed to start streaming before Steam broke. And I feel like the YouTube gods and the Steam gods are with me right now. Won't even let you go into offline. Wow! How did I get this lucky? Steam isn't working for you either? Why is it working? Okay, now my question is this the only game I play? No. It's the one I play the most on YouTube, Ryan, but I am half planning to do an X-Plane stream. I might move the World Tour streams to the weekend and do 2 a week. But I've been playing a lot of X-Plane recently. If you join the Discord, Ryan, there's a planes room that you won't see immediately, but there is one. Because you gotta ask for a specific role from the bot. Just 'cause otherwise the Discord is a bit of a mess. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of X-Plane. I've been ferrying a Cessna 172 from northern Canada to Ireland, and what was it? 2 days ago I did a 7-hour flight. Last night I did another. Well, 2 days ago I did 2 flights, which was an hour and a half and then 7 hours. Last night I did just over 3 hours. Tonight probably I'm going to do another 3-4 hours to get to Iceland. And then the next flight after that, unless I decide to do some cheekiness in Iceland, is going to be 7-8 hours to Scotland. Which I'm half planning right now to do on Sunday night, which is WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is going to be 7.5 hours. And that is painfully long, and I want something to do. Also on Sunday night, for those of you interested in rocketry, the Falcon Heavy, the big boy, is scheduled for a launch. So, while that conflicts with WrestleMania, I know what my priority is. I'm doing good, Tyler. MJ, hello! So, who here has Steam that's actually working at the moment? This is one of the stranger questions I've had to ask during the stream. Dave flies there, that's why mums go to Iceland. Bear in mind, by the way, that when I say I did a 7-hour flight in X-Plane, I literally booted up the game and let the plane fly for 7 hours. In real time. And Hayden actually decided, well, Hayden did decide, but I let Hayden know that I was going to be landing about half an hour before I did, where I'd be landing. And because I did the entire flight on VATSIM silently, he logged in at the destination airport and saw me fly in and basically crash. Available when the map. This map is out now. This map, Marwell Manor Farm, is out right now. See you, Ryan. Steam died for you completely. Steam seems to be working for quick. Yeah, I'm very confused. Carturix doesn't even have Steam. GG. Neither does Paul. I use Steam for convenience. I'm gonna be very honest. Steam is a convenience tool for me, because I'm not one of these people who keeps up to date with when every game updates. So I struggle. Matt can't even apply a CSGO skill. Oh, poor Matt. Actually, come to think of it, Matt, seeing as you play X-Plane as well, would you ever fly a Cessna 172 between Goose Bay, Canada, and Nuuk, Greenland, which is a 6-hour, 46-minute flight, as it was the other night? I didn't like Steam because it was DRM, but I kind of quickly came around to the opinion, correctly, I believe, that Steam is probably the best DRM there is. You could go and attempt to land without any incidents, but no, you wouldn't. Yeah. This is the level of insane I truly am, is, like, I will, off camera, in my chill time, fly a Cessna for 7 hours. Granted, it was mainly autopilot, but about 10 minutes out from landing, the autopilot failed. If it's 13 on Steam, trying to make it not Steam. I remember when I was fanatically in love with Steam, I tried to make, like, I made Minecraft. This shows how long ago it was. I made Minecraft one of those non-Steam executables so I could track how long I was playing Minecraft for. That's the level of insane that I was at one. Well, that's how much I liked Minecraft at the time. And how few games I had on Steam. I always find it hard to believe that at one point I had 0 games on Steam. Because now I've got 300 and... I think it's 330. Games on Steam. Of which several have multiple hundreds of hours. X-Plane, I think I've broken 100 hours already. In fact, I definitely have, because I got 51 hours in that Cessna alone. Someone made an RTX mod for Minecraft, of course they did. Of course they did. Minecraft is still memes in 2019, and I kind of love it for that. Need to get me a long haul jet. Does the 757 not count? The 757 that I don't really understand how the hell to fly it. $6,000 plus nautical mile. You want me to get a 777 or a 78 or a 748, don't you, Hayden? Because personally, I go with the A350. I would love like an A330, A350. The A330 I'd be fine with, because that's in real life same type rating as an A320, which I am pretty good with. I understand the A320. I don't know if you actually knew that, Hayden. The 320, 330 ratings are literally the same. Dual rating. See, pa. Don't break a leg. Break somebody else's leg. Don't break somebody else's leg. Well, 340 is the same rating as well, but thing is, nobody flies 340s anymore because they've got 4 engines. And they're terrible. Tap Portugal doesn't count. Is Landy streaming today? Yes. So, okay, basically nobody flies the 340 because it's just as useless as the 380. It's actually more useless than the 380. That is new, Daller. That, from what I understand, was started today. One of the new mini changes Chris is implementing. Oh yeah, I forgot Lufthansa still have a 340. I thought that, when are they selling that for the 3... Or, it's just selling it. When are they replacing that with the 350? Landia is planning a Marwell stream, yes. We're both kind of of the same opinion that there's no point in playing Oakfield today. Simply because it would just serve to burn you guys out, because there's nothing we can do. We can't start Let's Plays until MTA is in, because we'd have to start a new save anyway. Before he's replacing... Ah, 778X. Very nice. Yeah, myself and Landy are kind of mirroring each other on the moment. Oakfield there's no point in doing today. As much as I enjoy the game, it's a dump save, and we just, like, both me and Landy would be wasting our time. 4,000 hours on Minecraft, do 3,500 CSGO, loads of those is just, yeah. I've got similar times in Football Manager, Like, I've got 2,000-3,000 hours in Football Manager, or whatever Football Manager it is that I have. And most of it's just me AFKing. I think on one occasion sleeping. I think actually maybe on more than one occasion I fell asleep, or I went to bed and forgot the Football Manager was running on my PC. So, yeah, there's about 20 hours of that is just me being asleep. Triple 710X. That wouldn't be a bad replacement. You fell asleep on chat to the lads the whole time. Yeah. I think I've fallen asleep on TeamSpeak twice. I think it was just twice. Sometimes I'll doze off, but I legitimately fell asleep I think once or twice. Sim is terrible for falling asleep on TeamSpeak. Like, when Sim was on it every day, basically at least once every 2 weeks we'd have to kick him because he was asleep. Well, yeah, they'll get what they want as the replacement for the 380. Matt doesn't do converts, guys. Matt does... I'm not happy with this, I'm remaking it from scratch. Steam's dead for you, Bradley. Yeah, that's a thing today for some reason. Steam is committing Sudoku at the moment. What map is this? This is Marwell. Just kind of finishing off the Anderson preview stuff that I had all lined up and delicious. Steam's coming back to life. That's good. Fun fact, for those of you that didn't know this, Matt actually hated the T-dubs. He thought they were terrible. They were his mod, and pretty much universally loved. He thought they were terrible. I think he still thinks they were terrible. But they are terrible. But pretty much everybody's waiting for them. Everybody's looking forward to the T-dubs returning. Let's see the Formula 1. I saw bits of it. It was a very Formula 1 race. It was a very Formula 1 race where the guy who deserved to win didn't. And everything else was quite boring. And Sebastian Vettel spun himself out again. Is that this field done? That's this field done. Fantastic. Can I make this do a wheelie? Hang on a second. Hey! Alley-oop! Hey! We got the stunt Anderson out, lads. Hey, Glengar. Italian media are gunning for, I hope Vettel, not Leclerc. Because Leclerc, I think, is new Italian god. And Vettel is new Italian Satan. Fed up mistakes. It's embarrassing. Like, he's a multiple world champion and he spins himself out in a race because he was being overtaken and tried too hard. Hey, the King. And George Thomas, hello. Let's get this folded up. And we'll set off the wood chip bales. Do I get something? I get a small kickback, Blengar, yeah. That's why I've got it so prominent. I would recommend using the link, because I do get a very small kickback. It does help me out. The tiniest amount. Also, Giants get more money. Even with the kickback, Giants get more money from the link. Works the Steam? Yeah. If you buy it from Giants, the only thing that Steam does that it doesn't is automatically update. I am a genius! Haha! Thank you. Did I forget to do the description correctly today? I get the feeling I forgot to do the description correctly today. Right, next job is going to be me being lazy and auto-stacking the grass bales. It was only that I tried to link. I forgot to do the description correctly. I apologise. Yeah, no, it should be more than just an Nitrado ad. An Nitrado ad is there because they're required. But I legitimately forgot to change this. Forgot to put in my full description. I need to just make that my default so that I don't forget. I still don't understand why Anderson loved these robot arms. Can somebody explain to me what Anderson's fascination with the robot arms is? Because I find it intensely confusing. Dave.English32 has stopped working. Dave.English32 has never worked. There is a logic behind this, by the way. And the logic is I'm going to stack up the square bales so that I can shove them into the noodle wrapper. Anderson is preparing for the robot war. Seemingly so. Just more to go wrong. That's kind of my point, is like there's so many moving parts, so many points of failure. All of Europe is offline on Steam. Oh my god. I got so lucky. GPS only available on GitHub? Yes. Or I guess direct from Wopster if you shouted him enough. I'm sure if you shouted at Wopster enough, he'd just throw a link, like give you GPS. Only Dublin is having issues in Ireland. That's probably because most of the people who have Steam in Ireland are in Dublin. Can't log in. Wow. I got so lucky. I got so lucky because this is a Steam version of the game. This is the Steam version of Farm Sim. I got so insanely lucky. Yeah, tips out too, because Glengar can't log in. It's just Dublin has 1 million people and the rest of Ireland has 3 million. And Dublin's quite tightly packed as there's... Oh, what are you doing? No, that's not what I asked you to do. No, please. Dublin will just be the server. Dublin will be where the majority of people in Ireland actually have Steam. Because I was logged in already. Yeah, but I logged in just before I started the stream. That's the thing. I got so insanely lucky. Send me a pic on Discord of the outage. Let me have a look at this. Oh my god! That was pure blind luck for me that this stream is even happening. Steam's working for you? I can't help but think, Farming Boy. Dave, could you... Actually, never mind. I can do it myself. Copy link. And paste. That's the outage map for Europe. It's probably a lot more than that. It's just that that's where centres of population who are probably quite young are. You can see it's kind of based around London and the north of France. What's the map for? That's where Steam is currently out. Because, Henry, I'm not sure if you know this, Steam's dead at the moment. On a related note, I'm playing the Steam version of Farm Sim, so I got insanely lucky. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, you can hit the old like button, and feel free to subscribe as well. For Dave's blind luck at getting Steam to work. That's an oof. If Landy's Steam is down, that means Canada is also out. It's literally just highlighting the capitals. That's hilarious. The more detailed map actually looks less bad, but yeah, that's really bad. Yours is working. Yeah, I think there's an issue with the login servers. Canada's fine. Well, no, Landy's Steam won't work. If Landy's Steam doesn't work, that means Canada's out too. It's just that most people in Canada are at work or in school at the moment. Think about what time it is, Dusty. Like, it's between 1 PM on the East Coast and whatever time it is with Hayden on the West Coast. The western side. Does it say not working? I don't know what the Steam failure says. I haven't had it. But yeah, Steam is having issues. The login servers are broken. Reports since... Oh my god. I logged into Steam at 5 minutes to 5. Couldn't connect to Steam network. That means the Steam servers themselves are down. I got so lucky. I must have been one of the last people to actually manage to log in before the servers died. Why do I not play with the steering wheel? Because I can't be bothered setting it up every day, Tim. Is the simple answer. I have one. And it's sat under my desk at the moment, but every time I set it up I have to take it back down after the stream, so it's just a faff. If Landy's stream's dead, does that mean I go for longer? No. Finton, I could do that, but there's literally no extra room on the desk. I have to take the wheel down every time I use it. Like, my desk is tiny. In fact, I can show you kind of through the stream. So, I have to open up OBS to show you this. So one side of the desk is here, where my hand is here. This is all desk right here, and the other side is here. You might notice this is the width of my desk. This is it. This is all the room that I have to work with. Between here, here, and here is my desk. So I can't put the steering wheel anywhere other than under my desk. Or on the floor behind me or something. Should send you a photo of my desk. No, my desk is always a mess. At the moment it's covered in Cadbury and Galaxy wrappers. Because I found some Galaxies downstairs last night and I had some Galaxies. And I haven't got rid of the wrappers yet. Do a gaming setup video. There's parts of my room that are just constantly a mess because of the way things are. Privet. Could you speak English, please, Russian dude? Pretty sure he said Privet. About I'll say all is fairly well. Chad? For me at least. Yes, and that means hi. That's why I said Privet back. It's one of the few words that I can read in Russian. Daniel Putin. He may well have been. As long as two server lists are refreshed and that's do what you're doing with your life. I mean, Dusty, that is a fair question. What are you doing with your life? Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with your life, Dusty? What are you doing? I wonder, is it meant to give you an existential crisis? What's the best stream for speeding? The best stream for speeding. Need for speed. The best speed for streaming. As high as you can get. 8 is kind of marginal. What's the best stream for speeding? Sent me the world map for outages. Excuse me, could you put that bale down? Thank you. Sam, leave Matt alone. He's here to chill out and annoy me. He's not here to be annoyed. Matt's supposed to be the annoyer, not the annoyee. Right, that should be enough bales for now. Let's get a noodle started. What's my upload? 20. Incorrect, Glengar. Alley-oop. Ooh. That worked surprisingly well. One of those days, Dusty, one of those days. I'm going to make a fortune from silage sales here. That actually kind of works conveniently. Come on. Money for days. I mean, I'm probably never going to run short of silage again on this map. This is the long and the short of it. This is the official Rainbow Dave method of loading this thing, is just... And is getting re-sniped. Are you sure? People have been kind of saying there's a rumor of that, but... Do you know something they don't know, Glengar? You are certain. Sweet. Gives me an excuse to put it on the server. Oh, and post it on Facebook. Sweet. I wonder how long you can get these bale noodles. Dave is now asking the real question. How long can a bale noodle get? Hey, Command. Things are good. As long as you want. There's bound to be an upper limit because it's going to stop calculating stuff eventually. Who's like about Game of Thrones? Me, to an extent. I'm interested in seeing how it ends. As long as you want a bale noodle to be. I'm really surprised that hasn't dominoed yet. Whoops. Be aware, by the way, there is a known bug with this, where if you leave this wrapping and log out, there will be a Lua call stack error. Evening, NI. How you doing today? Very excited for Game of Thrones. I'm looking forward to Air Arden being out. It's a good map. It's a good map. Very suited to multiplayer in my eyes. Not really so much for single player, but multiplayer for sure. It's a big old map. I'm doing good, NI. Thank you for asking. Just FYI, guys, I nearly forgot to mention this. Tomorrow and Thursday, there is a chance of streams getting cancelled at the last minute, and my phone will be on loud, so I might be running off. My dad's going back to work tomorrow and Thursday, so I will be on alert for the 2 days, just in case anything is needed around the house. So streams are going to be a bit mental for the next couple of days. My sister should be around, so I shouldn't need to do anything out of the ordinary, but I'd prefer to say, oh, this might happen, then oh, this definitely won't happen, then have it happen. Family comes first. I know, I'm just letting you guys know that, you know, some strangeness might go on over the next couple of days. I prefer, if I know something in advance is going to be happening, to let you guys know than to, like, not and have it be a surprise. God dang it! Steam's back for you, Matt. Very good. Oh, and I just found out about the stream problems. If you're enjoying the stream, do hit the like button. Let's aim for, we'll say 50 likes. I don't know how many people are watching at the moment, because I've got OBS covering up my current count, but it looks like the first number's a 5. So let's aim for about 50 likes. Let's get a like spike on the go. 49. Ah, rip. So how many bales are in this noodle now? Steam's back for you. Steam's coming back. Sweet. How many bales are in this noodle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish? Glengar, could you PM me a link to that later, or either now or just after the stream, so that I can grab the map when it's out? Oh, nuts, 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 nuts. That all went, well, that kind of all went wrong. Thank you, Glengar. Is Aaron coming out tonight? Yes! According to Glengar. So if it doesn't, blame him. And only him. Be sure the link will be shared all over the place. Yeah, and it'll be in the dodgy sites within 20 minutes as well, so. Like, there's going to be no shortage of places that does have Air Ireland. Do, 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 do. Is anybody else seeing the wrap going a bit glitchy? You gotta get ready for work? Oh, that sucks, Aiden. Within a day? That's a bit ambitious. I'd say within an hour. Bradley. The way those websites work. A 2-hour shift? That's nothing. You could start a long haul right now, Hayden, and finish it when you get back from work. This is the correct way to move bales. Glengar knows these things. Bring over 3 at once. See, I brought over like 10. I feel like my method works. Galgnar News is back in business. Thank you, Galgnar the Magnificent. Do 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 do. Galgnar bot. Paul. Galgnar. Yeah, it's definitely making the rap glitch out. At what point will this just break? Like, that is quite a long bale noodle now. Oh, that's probably not something it should have done. You've made longer? Giants need to update the DLC, I think. No, it's just that I don't think it's maybe expecting you to do something this silly. I don't know, Glengar. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I want to see at what point physics gets really angry with me and breaks everything. It's probably going to be the point where I try and push all these bales over, to be quite honest. Do I think you can make a circle to be... Probably. Surprised there aren't bales going to space yet. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh no, that's... I think I've broken it. Post the link again, sure. I'm fairly sure I've broken it now. Okay, you can sit. That'll do. Because this bale should have got wrapped, but didn't. Oh dear. Okay, that's the end of it because I've broken it. Eee! It's all gone a bit wrong. There's probably gonna be 2 or 3 more DLCs before Platinum. Let's just pull the noodle. I think I've broken it. Yeah, press F to pay respects to this nonsense. Because it's all gone quite very wrong. See, it's fine up until the point that it actually goes into the wrapper, and then it kind of goes a bit mental after that. Like, it was fine until it went into the wrapper, and then it broke. So that's the most bales it'll do for me before it breaks. Oops. Now I've got to stack all these. Oh, I've just made things worse, haven't I? Like, I now have to use the auto stacker to... Yeah, that's... totally fine there, Manitou. Crowdsource coming back? Possibly. Part of the reason on Marwell today is just... It's not Oakfield, because there's nothing to do on Oakfield at the moment. And I'll be back in a second. So I'm just going to put up the B screen and be back with you in probably like 2 minutes. Boom! I'm back. I wonder if I set cruise control to like 1 kilometer an hour, will this be perfect? Dave tries dumb stuff in an attempt to make this the laziest possible farming. No. Class won't happen until 21. Sorry, that's where my heart stands at the moment. I think you're right, Steve. Is GPS on GitHub? Yes, look up. Guidance steering on GitHub, NI. Or maybe Hayden or Paul or someone can give you a link. Also, I don't know if you were in, or if you saw in Giants Discord yesterday, but for a brief period I was in charge of seasons. According to Wopster, at least. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah. For all of about 2 minutes I was in charge of seasons. If ever you needed proof that the madness doesn't only exist in the streams. Using an old tablet, that's fair enough, Paul. If you can't link, you can't link. But it is on GitHub. It's guidance steering is what you're looking for. There you go, that's the link. Thank you, Lingar. Galgnar News strikes again. I recommended the seasons had more seasons. Hey, Shy! Because we were talking about how people will complain about anything and everything for no good reason. And my complaint was that seasons needed more seasons in it. There needs to be at least 6. One of which should be called Fred. Or possibly Bobby Joe Janjo. Seasons 2, Electric Boogaloo. Autumn 2, the Electric Boogaloo. We need 2 seasons for our, maybe even just... No, 2. Hot and rainy and cold and rainy. They are the 2 Irish seasons. I don't know if Opster's working on Hose much, Shy. I think he's kind of focusing on guidance, steering, and seasons at the moment. If you join the Giants Discord, you could ask him directly. Or if he were to come in here or something. He's a busy guy. He is a very busy guy. Very nice guy, though. Strange, just how I like people. See him. He's in Frontier Discord too? Wouldn't be too surprised. I don't go into Frontier Discord much anymore. I don't know. Giants Discord has mental people, and I like that. Marcel's been running a campaign. One of the Giants mods has been running a campaign for me to go to FarmCon, and I'm not entirely sure why. All I know is that the finances just don't stack up for me to go there, which sucks. So short of me being asked to go to commentate on the Farm Sim League, I probably won't be at FarmCon. As much as I'd love to go and meet up and, you know, see Marcel and say hi to Wopster and JTab and Elagos and all the people in Giants Discord, and, you know, see Lars again. Like, Lars! Go to FarmCon. I would love to. I would absolutely love to go to FarmCon, but like, if my finances don't stack up, the finances don't stack up. Is Oscar Giants now too? No, he's just with seasons. Now that you mention it though, Glencar, people in Realismus that are with Giants, I'd like to meet Yas, aka Rockin. like to shake his hand and buy him a beer. Because he is a very nice guy. Very cool guy. You start a GoFundMe? No. I don't like begging for things. If I wanted to beg for things, I'd constantly be shilling super chats. If you want to throw some of your hard-earned cash at me, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to beg for it. I appreciate anybody who wants to give me money, but I ain't gonna be one of those people that have like 16 different GoFundMe pages and ask for something new every week. I'd much more happily just save up the money that I do get from YouTube, whatever little amount of it. Why are you rapping nothing? That's not how this works, Anderson Rapper. I may have completely broken it. That's a glitch. I know that it gets stuck on the ground, and I'm not sure why. But there is a much more serious bug with it, and it is a bug, where it can cause a little call stack error. If you leave it running with bales in it while you're leaving the game, so I'm gonna have to be very careful to make sure to finish a... What just happened? Did you guys... Did you guys see it trying to wrap some grass on the ground like 7 meters to the left of where it actually is? I didn't... That wasn't me seeing things, right? That actually happened. The bale wrapper completely glitched out just then. It did. Good! Sometimes I doubt my own sanity. You saw nothing. You're as bad as Fahi Glengar. Yeah, this DLC is a bit glitchy at times. And by a bit I mean it occasionally just completely breaks. Can't run Farm Sim anymore after Steam went offline. You might need to reboot Steam, Yuso. There has been an outage on Steam today and everybody was having problems. You might need to like reboot Steam. I don't know what you need to do. Steam's dead again. Oh, GG. Come on. This is Steam's April Fool's prank, is they forgot to do one, so they're just bringing it offline for the day to make everybody go outside. But it's rainy and wet and horrible outside, so I'm not going to do that. Plus, I don't need to go over to the garage and buy anything today, so no trip outside for me. You have rebooted and all, it is still not work. I do not know why it does not work for you, Yuso. Glengar's is back working. Yeah, Steam's having a bit of a silly day. I think they're doing something to the servers and it's breaking stuff. I kinda wish Crab Rave was on Pretzel. Which, by the way, I don't know if it was an April Fool's prank or something, but they said yesterday on Twitter that they're thinking of getting rid of the free tier of Pretzel, which would mean that it's suddenly not worth my time anymore. Because it's not worth $5 a month to me. So if Pretzel decides to go money grabby, I'll just go back to using the YouTube audio library for music. And Fubar and stuff like that. Hey, VF. VF, I don't know if you're aware of this. I hope you are. You do know that you're gonna have to start your Oakfield save again? When Oxy sends the updated version. Because you're gonna need to start a new save for multi-terrain angle to actually work. Which is why myself... You were discussing that with Oxy earlier. Yeah, that's why me and Landy were using dump saves and just mass testing at once. Landy got lucky to see him working again. Oh, has he got his stream planned up? Good. That is positive news for him. Hey, RT. How you doing today? Yeah, woo, woo, woo. Also, I did see the rapper just do a weird thing again. Yeah, just hack in the money and whatever equipment you have. I don't think any of you would begrudge you cheating in the stuff that you already had. Remember MC Decent? Yes, that was only... I'm not that bad with my memory. Whoops. You look up and say this, and yes, you do, Glengar. Just pinged off down to the end. Worst case, you use populars planted. I mean, it's... Worst case, you'll corrupt the save. The safest option is to just start a new one. There's a reason I did that. Everything else works, but not Farm Sim. That is very odd. Hey Tyke, how you doing today, dude? Steam should be fixed now. Didn't people say that like an hour ago when Steam was still broken? This is true, VF. Why not move the bale wrapper for more space? Because I don't need more space. It's fine. To be honest, if I wanted more space, the thing I'd move is the vast amount of silage bales. Works for you, Alexander. So they are bringing the servers back up again. That's good. It should let Landy get a stream out then. Anyone a Mayo fan was watching? Nope. I don't tend to watch much GAA, much football. Football's just boring to me. Apparently they were DDoSed. VF, it was the login servers. You can't log into Steam. For some reason, it wouldn't let you log in or play in offline mode. It was some weird major DDoS that happened. Do I play any sport or do I like any sport? I don't play any sports as such. I'm reasonably good at badminton, as silly as it sounds. In terms of sports that I do watch, like motor racing is my jam, especially endurance racing. It's just there's something beautiful about a story kind of happening and unfolding throughout the course of like 6, 12 or 24 hours as kind of the race goes on and it stories happen and it's beautiful. That's why I love Le Mans. Like, there's always stories and kind of story threads that go through the 24 hours. A DDoS is a distributed denial of service attack. Basically, they pinged the Steam servers with so much information that the servers crashed. Or were completely overwhelmed. Downloading Steam again. The worst thing is with Steam, it can be a propagated DDoS, where they just need to do an initial DDoS, and then people trying to log in will DDoS further. I will actually have to move the wrapper, now that I look at it. But there is, like, if they could do the same thing to Facebook. If you do an initial DDoS, there can be actually a follow-up DDoS from people trying to log in. And it kind of propagates from there, that, your initial DDoS takes out enough people that they all try to log in at once, which causes a second DDoS, which takes more people out, and then it propagates from there. It's a very sinister attack. So it usually happens when PSN or Xbox Live or Facebook get taken down by DDoS. It ends up as a propagated DDoS, where it snowballs so far out of control they have to actually block the website or something for short periods, or geo-block certain areas out of it, so they can actually get the DDoS to dissipate over time. Uh, 4D Modding's Facebook page tag is where you'll be going for any of the 4D mods. Surprised CD isn't here today, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, if you want to get a mod that's by 4D, go to his Facebook page, facebook.com/4D modding or something like that. And you can download his mods from there. Facebook.com/4D modding. Hey, look, I was correct. You gotta scroll down, Tiger. He doesn't have them completely organized. Surprised Nathan isn't on tonight. Yeah, where is Nathan? What's on today? SmackDown Live. That's on today. Oh, technically tomorrow, actually. Well, we were up early to beat you, Klinger. You've barely been in streams for the last month and a half. All you had to do is show up to beat you most of the time. Still working. I wonder if Steam doing the geoblock method for reducing DDoS then. They might be geoblocking you for the time being, you so just be patient. So if Steam's still not working for you, that means they're using the method I was thinking of to reduce the DDoS effect. Because it started off as a normal one, turned into a propagated snowball DDoS. Now they're having to try and get the DDoS to end. And what they're presumably doing is geo-blocking certain areas from logging in. Do I have a Twitch? Yes. It's barely ever used. Twitch.tv/RainbowDave. Why is everything else working? I don't know. I don't know. Does Steam get DDoS? That's what we're hearing, yeah. Irish. It was a DDoS attack on Steam. Time of ending stream. Well, Landy should be going live about now, so any minute now. Hey, Jack. Should be finishing momentarily. Wait. I'm blaming you for that, Shy. The hard code of the build types can't use anything other than the mirror. That kind of sucks. Yam av pizza for Breaky. Well done with the English there, Irish. Your breakfast. I figured you meant breakfast, but that's not what you said. Daggerman just posted a channel update, is what you meant, Alexander. I dislike how he feels he has to clickbait everything. He's got a, like, he's bound to have a channel manager or something, but it just annoys me, the level of clickbait. And it's probably like somebody in YouTube telling him to do it, which is actually more irritating. How is it clickbait? If something's all in caps as a title, it is clickbait. Because caps stand out more than just a bog standard, hey, we're doing Marwell today kind of title. How many episodes of streams did I do on Marwell Manor? This is stream 20... it's probably stream 30 something. It's thumbnail 25 for streams. I did 30-something episodes. No one has respect for other channels anymore. What do you mean, Steve? What it actually says is clickbait in itself. You do YouTube long enough, you kind of learn how to spot clickbait. What I've been doing the last few days, and I quite like it. I'd like some feedback from you guys right now. Now live at 7:10. Sweet. That gives me time to ask this question and get a few answers. What do you guys think of the last few stream thumbnails that I've been doing with the like dramatic tractors and just like kind of minimalistic thumbnails. Are they more to your liking? Could I improve them at all? I know that you guys want Ventonment style thumbnails. But what do you guys think of the ones that I've been doing the last few days on both Oakfield and here today? Were they a bit less busy than some? Bring back the old thumbnails. The Ventonment style thumbnails are very hard to do, NI. This is the conundrum, is the Ventonment style thumbnails, they actually took a bit of setup to do. Less is more? Yeah, that's the thing. Is I could have like 17 different tractors and, you know, I saw that. A spaceship or something, but I kind of, I've been liking the minimalistic approach. Maybe a slight distance from the tractor, it's not in your face. Yeah. That might be an idea. One for the whole series is a terrible idea, and it's something that I learned not long after meeting Simulate. Initially, is one thumbnail for an entire series is just a terrible idea. If I was doing a series on, say, Stellaris or something, I would have just the one thumbnail for the entire series. But for Farm Sim, it's just as easy to take a new thumbnail every day. I should also point out that the Ventonment style thumbnails, the actual Ventonment thumbnails, I remember taking them, they were all terrible. They were all, like, I had to jank everything into place to get them looking good. Even vaguely good, and even on my computer they looked horrific. So that's why I'm kind of apprehensive about going back to that style, because I was never really happy with how they looked. I'm never really happy with the Ventonment thumbnails. Something completely different. Yeah, this is the problem, is the thumbnails are some of the most difficult things to do for me. Because I'm an okay photographer, but it's just, I don't know, I struggle to come up with ideas for thumbnails. It's content the video you're here for. Yeah, but thumbnails get new people in, Shy. This is why I'm kind of asking feedback from people. As much as I feel the content is just, it is more important, the thumbnails are important because it's YouTube and people judge books by their covers. Or videos by their thumbnails. So what I want to do right now, you might notice I'm down at the BGA for once, is I want to purchase the BGA. If the game... Stop! If the game will let me here. Let us purchase. We now own the BGA. Thumbnails are difficult. And I just personally... I don't want to go back for the go back to the days where I just had one thumbnail for an entire series or something. That was just, to me, I know some people like it, some people don't. To me, it was lazy, and I've done better with custom thumbnails. Oh, good! I'm going to have to bring a front loader down here. I know exactly what to bring down. Come here. Come here. Yes! The Bale Movatron 9000. Show price for size of the BGA once you own it. On your map it doesn't show a price, but I don't own it. Biogas plants, silage. Yeah, 360. Slightly more than at the barn. But Tom and Thumbs aren't too far off what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, it's just like thumbnails that are just really nice picturesque things is what I want to go back to. I don't want to go back to full Van Talman stock because I had to jank those into looking the way that they did. I don't give it up. Can you stream it? I believe so. Yeah, you can. Paul, just FYI. You don't need to time people out for breaking a rule. You can just delete what they said if it's something minor. You don't need to hand out timeouts all the time. You can just delete what they said and be done with it like that. That's honestly the better way to do it, because time people out makes them go away. As long as it's just for personal use, there's no real limitation to it. I'd say ask for permission anyway, Steve, if you can. Like, even if it's just like, hey, do you mind if I convert, you know, Marwell to FS19 and just stream it on my own channel, won't be releasing or anything. This is okay. Just going for a Sunday drive. Excuse me, Chad, it's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday drive. Yeah, be prepared for endless begging. Like what happens whenever me, Landy, VF, or anybody streams Oakfield. Look at the speed! The incredible speed of the Bale Movatron! It's one of the reasons I don't do private mods or private maps or anything. I don't want to deal with the billion questions. Where'd you get this? How do you get this? How do you get this? How do you get this? If I could tweak something for myself, I won't even make it public that I've tweaked it. Will it be on console? No, but it'll be on coleslaw. Don't see the point in showing something that won't be released. For me, Yanis, sometimes it's just I wanted to make a tweak that suits me personally. Like with number plates, that's the usual tweak that I do. Is I swap the number plate to being a temporary number plate because it just suits me more. But in terms of actual edits I make, yeah, they're usually pretty subtle. And 9 times out of 10, they're so subtle people don't actually notice that I've done anything. Bale Movatron is doing its job perfectly. I probably should have just bought the front loader for the Deutz, but I mean, that works. Because you got a story to tell. Yeah, I mean, once I get back to doing the roleplay, there will be edits and stuff going on to maps. I'll have to actually download G for that. If you're keeping history alive, sometimes history needs to be left in history. Like some maps from, just for argument's sake, FS13 deserve to just stay in FS13. They don't need to be brought forward. People who keep converting Spring Hill. I'm sorry, what? But see, yeah, some maps don't need to be brought forward, Spring Hill. And they're just better off in older games, Spring Hill. Or they just don't suit, you know, the more modern games because there's been so much added that it just kind of feels like stuff's been shoehorned in to make it work in the newer games. Spring Hill. But I'm not talking about any map in particular there at all. After I like more of this one or Oakfield. Both have their individual quirk, their individual things that I like. Oakfield has a bit more hilliness, and I tend to be a bit more of a fan of hillier maps. Marwell is a lot bigger in terms of field sizes. For the most part, the average field size on Marwell, I would argue, is bigger than the average field size on Oakfield. If you exclude the huge mungus fields. And Oakfield, to me, just kind of has a bit more history about it. Hagenstedt was a brilliant map. But yeah, that's another map that just was better off in 13. And the FS11 map needed to stay in FS11. I think it Lostberg in 17. Was that the one that was just clinically tidy? I didn't like that. That was the one by Vertex that was like one of the first maps released, and it was just insanely tidy and clean. I can stand it. There was no life to it. Bjornholm was a great map. Land is live, land is live, land is live. Well, that is gonna do it for today, guys. Head on over to Land if you want some more farm sim. I don't know what. I presume he's on Marwell. Yeah, head on over to Lady Cod and ask him if the map is going to be on Coleslaw. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.